Hey guys, I'm in my art studio and it's kind of a mess right now, but as I clean it up, I'm going to go through and pick out some of the most important tools for me that help me keep things clean and organized and have a more enjoyable time painting. So we'll get right into it, starting with number 10. So starting at number 10, we have the rolling drawers. I use these mostly just to organize my paints. You can see here I have transparent, opaque, and semi-transparent paints organized. And it's important to keep those separate for reasons I can go into in another video. But I have them all in different drawers, so at the beginning of my painting process I usually use transparent colors so I know right where to find them, and then so on with the opaque and semi-transparent. And then I have some other random supplies like pencils or mediums. And at number 9 we have the glass palette. So I like to use glass for my palettes because it's way easier to clean, and that's mostly it. You can see here under the glass I have some colors that I printed out. That's kind of been part of my painting process lately, as I've been planning it in Adobe Illustrator and then printing out the colors to mix. But as you can see here, I'm just showing how easy it is to scrape it off, all the paint on there, and how I mix paints. The best part about a glass palette is that if you leave your paints out for a few weeks or months even, you can just scrape it off with a razor and it comes off super clean. It's really satisfying too. At number 8, this is really important for people who like to spend a lot of time on paintings. It's the airtight paint box. I can put a link in the bottom of the video in the description that'll show you the exact type I have. But I'll use this if I have a lot of pre-mixed paints. I'll mix them on the glass palette, and then I will scoop them up and throw them into this airtight box to keep from drying so quickly if I'm going to be just saving the paints for later or working on a painting for more than a few days. And then once I scoop them in there, if I am not going to be working on the painting for a really long time, then I'll just go ahead and throw it in my refrigerator, and my freezer, and that's going to keep it really really cold, obviously, so it doesn't dry up, and it'll last in there for a few weeks at least. At number 7, this is a super helpful one. This is palette paper. So basically you saw that in the airtight paint box, and I use it to put my paints on and mix my paints on too. And when you're done with it, you just peel off the page. That's the last page in this one, but usually there's a number 6, we have the brush holder. So when you're working on a painting and you have a lot of different sized brushes, it's really helpful to have something that's going to hold the brushes so they're not rolling around on the table. What I have here is a piece of Kaizen board that I literally just stab the brushes into to hold them. And it's super helpful if I have a lot of different colors or a lot of different brush sizes that I'm using when I'm painting, and I just have it. At number 5, we have brush cleaner. So this is really important for every painter because you want to clean your brushes so that your colors aren't diluting each other and getting muddy colors. Here I have Gamsol, and as you can see I have a little mesh metal thing at the bottom of a bowl that I use to clean the brushes. At number 4, 500K lights. It's 500 Kelvin. So the Kelvin of the light is basically the color of it. And here I have some that are adjustable that I stuck to the ceiling that I use to light my whole studio. At number 3, we have paper towel. These are crucial for cleaning everything from your palette to your brushes to your hands to anything. It's really important to have paper towel, and if you can, get one of those holders for it so that it's easier to use. At number 2 is a plein air easel. I know most people use these to paint outside, but I also keep one in my studio because it's just really handy to be able to have a palette and an easel just all in one. I'll move it around my studio and work from it. And finally, at number 1 is artist soap. After I paint, at the end of the day, my hands are usually pretty messy, and I use this special type of soap that I don't know what it's made of, but it has some gritty sand in it or something that really works well with getting the soap off. And lastly, I want to add a little bonus. It's similar to the soap. It's called Kiss Off, and it's basically just stain remover that is one of the only things that I've found that actually works for getting oil paint out of things. It was a lifesaver when I got paint all over my carpet, and it was a lot of work, but it got it all out at the end of the day. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about any of the products in there, or if you have any suggestions, any things that you have in your studio that you can't live without, please put them in the comments. I'd be really interested to check them out, try them out, but yeah, have a good day.